Then you're going to scrape the outside of the log, all the the white powdery stuff and all the powder off of it. Get to the meaty inside of that log. You're going to break that up into little BB-sized pellets. And when you break that up, lay it out like on a tray or whatever you could lay it out on, the ground, whatever you have available, and basically blow off the dust. You can use your hand, you can, just lightly blow over top of it, but you want to blow off the dust first so you don't have a whole bunch of dust in here. And so basically, that's the filter there, and you can see what an amazing job it does. The water that I put in there was absolutely horrible, and this is drinkable. It's got a slight tinge to it, but that's only because I'm using a small filter. Now if I was using say a 2-liter bottle with maybe a few inches more of charcoal in it, then the water would come out pretty much crystal clear. But from what it was to that is about 95% clean. And once you use a bigger filter, you can filter more water and you can get it a lot cleaner. You're always going to want to keep your lid because you don't want mold spores to get in there. These are temporary filters. It's not a sealed unit, so obviously mold spores can get in there and mold growth will happen after a week or so. So, these are, the thing about it is they're 100% free, so you don't have to worry about spending money to make a filter like this when, catastrophe strikes and time is rough. So what you want to do, always keep your lid on. The key is, what you would do is you get some water, say out of a puddle or wherever you find your water, and it's really nasty water. You're going to boil that water first. Then you're going to let it cool, and you're going to run it through here after it cools. Do not stick hot water through the filter; it will kill the activating or the charcoal. So basically, and another thing is, if you have the opportunity, you want to try and sterilize everything. Boil your rocks, boil your sand, boil your bottle before you actually put this unit together. That way it'll be a sterile unit before you even start. And that's basically your water filter. That's how clean the water comes out from that mud that I put in there to that, which is drinkable. And if you boil it first and put it in there after it cools, it'll be completely safe to drink. And this will take out all the boiling takes out the microorganisms and bacteria. This will remove the heavy particles, the debris, the taste as much as possible, and get it to a drinkable state where you can actually stomach it rather than having to gag down, thick brown goo that only has the microorganisms removed from it. This will make life a lot easier and water a lot palatable and drinkable. So there you have it. Your demonstration. Rock, medium-sized rocks, little pebbles, charcoal from a fire, another layer of little rocks, and a layer of sand. And there you have it. There's your filter. And enjoy. It's free. Now I'm going to show you how to build an emergency backpack in case you end up in an emergency situation where you need to leave the place you're at in a hurry. Now we're going to go over a demonstration of what you may want to have in a bug-out bag. First of all, you'll notice the bag that I've chosen is a U.S. Army backpack. Okay, you can spend a lot of money on the bag, or you can go to Army and Navy and get one of these for pretty cheap. And they're pretty sturdy, they're well made, and they'll suit your purpose. But let's start off, there's a lot of stuff in here, so it's going to take a few minutes. Okay. Small umbrella. Emergency blanket. Several emergency disposable water ponchos to keep you dry. Latex gloves to keep your hands clean and dry. You'd be surprised how warm those latex gloves will keep your hands in a cold situation. A pair of regular gloves. A pair of fingerless gloves. Okay. Now I get into the fishing side. Little fishing kit in here. I'm not going to open it because it'll probably go all over the place. But anyway, in here I've got hooks and treble hooks. I've got sinkers. I've got swivels. I've got various different sizes of hooks. I also have a little knife blades, some razor blades, things like that. You can store extra things in here. Okay, so there's that. I have some regular monofilament here. I have Power Pro. This stuff is very thin and very strong. This is 30-pound test and 20-pound test. These are just what's left over, remnants of when I spooled up my fishing lines. I kept the extra. This is incredibly strong line. Also in here I have steel leaders and a couple different fishing rigs, whatever way you fish best, but you want to bring some steel leaders because you never know when you're going to be encountering toothy kind of fish that you may need to catch. Okay, let's get into this because there's a lot in here to go through. I've got just one freeze-dried food. Okay, you don't want to take up too much room with food because food can get heavy and cumbersome. You need a lot of things to, you never know what kind of situation you're going to be in. So you have one. This is 2 servings, chili mac and beef. And we've got a can of sterno. Okay, just in case there is no type of fuel available in order to boil water or heat water for your meal or whatnot. Okay, we've got a stun gun. Now, this won't necessarily deter a person that's gung-ho on getting at you, but I guarantee you this will repel a dog, this will repel a mountain lion. You get this on an animal and they're going to run the other direction. So when I have a stun gun, okay, got a bag of light sticks, about 8 or 10, the kind of disposable snap, they glow for 12-hour light sticks. We have some Bronson lighter fuel off, and some sunscreen. Soap and shampoo. Socks. Extra pairs of socks. You want to keep your feet dry. Work. Biggest thing in there. 5-foot tarp. You can make a tent out of this. You can use it to put on the ground to lay on. This will keep you dry in a wet situation. And it's a portable tent that you can create yourself. Go through this in a minute. Got a hat.